Yo guys, welcome to Yogi Stretch Monday. My name is Adam and today we're going to be going over a really cool hip opening flow. So this is going to be a great one for those of you who are waking up in the mornings and you've got a stiff lower back, you've got tight hamstrings, you're feeling a bit slow and sluggish in the mornings. Really great one to get you feeling more energized and ready for your day. So that's what we're all about here for Yogi Stretch Monday. So let's get on with this. You might need some blocks here. If you've got some low flexibility in your hips, it might be an idea to get some blocks or some books. Use whatever you can because we're going to need to prop the hands up a little bit here, only if you tighten the hips. You want to go into this flow nice and easy. You don't want to be pushing yourself too hard, so we're not really going for deep, heavy stretches, just nice, easy movements. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to come down into a child's pose. So I want your big toes touching, knees hip width apart. We're going to send the tailbone down towards the heels, lengthen through the shoulders right up into the upper back. We're going to inhale and we're going to exhale, release the head down. Just take notice to go inward right now. So we're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Again, you can move your hips around here, do whatever you want, just to kind of loosen things up if you're feeling tight in the lower back. Just nice, easy movements. So we're going to inhale, lift the head up. We're going to come up into a tabletop position. Now right here, we're going to step the right foot forward. Now if you struggle to bring the right foot forward here, you can always use the blocks just to prop yourself up a little bit here. Get that foot forward. And what we're aiming for here is to have the ankle, the knee and the hip all on one plane. The same here, hip, knee and ankle all on one plane. We're going to be pushing down into the top of the feet, pressing down into the shins. We want to lift up into the hips. Again, if you need blocks here, you can prop yourself up here with blocks. This is going to help with balance. So if you don't need the blocks, what we're going to do is bring the hand to the knees, press and lift the chest up a little bit more. You can even raise the arms up for more of a balance challenge, but right now we just want to go into the hips nice and easy. So we want to be feeling lift up into the hips and pushing the hips forward. Lift and push. So we're engaging up into the core. So we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so we're going to press the hips back. We're going to bring the hands down this time. Again, if you need blocks here, adjust yourself, do what's comfortable for you. So we're going to bring the toes up. Again, we want to keep everything nice and in line. So if your hips are going out to the side here, maybe you might need to readjust your stance and just get everything nice and in line. So we find that alignment. We're going to inhale, lift up through the chest, keep the toes nice and loose here. We're going to exhale, lower the head down, curling the spine over the knee. And we're going to inhale, lengthen the spine again. Exhale, curling that spine over the knee. Inhale one more time, lift the chest, and bring the knee forward. Exhale, bring the leg back. Okay, so it's nice, easy movements. Make sure you do what you need to do just to make it comfortable. So we're going to bring the left foot forward. Again, here we go a little bit faster this time, just so we can keep in time with the 10 minutes. So we're going to inhale, lift the chest, press into the knee, lift the chest a little bit more. Again, lift through the core, press the hips forward. Keep that lift up into the core. This is important here. We're going to really, keeping the muscles engaged and active is going to give you much more longer lasting benefits. It's going to give you less hip problems in the future. So really try to keep that engagement and lift up through the core, the perineal muscle, So yeah, just nice inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so we're going to inhale, we're going to exhale, press the hips back. Again, as always, use the blocks, do what you got to do, readjust, find alignments, keep the toes loose. We're going to inhale, lengthen the chest, and exhale, curl the chest over. We're sending the thigh bone through the hip socket, pressing through the ball mounts of the toes. You want to keep everything nice and loose, but try to keep everything long and engaged. So we're going to inhale, exhale, drawing the energy up into the core. Inhale, exhale. Okay, so we're going to inhale, lift the chest, bring the hips forward, bring that leg back. Okay, so now we're going to go into a downward dog. So we want to press into the knuckles of the hands, reach up through the arms, through the armpits, press the hips back. Keep the toes curled under here. We're going to press back into the spine, into the tailbone, and then we're going to lift the hips up. Just going to pedal the legs out a little bit here, keeping engaged in the forearms, keeping engaged up into the shoulders and the upper back. You want to send the gaze down between the legs or up towards the navel. So just nice inhales and exhales. Externally rotate the shoulders. Just work through the back of the legs. Nice inhales and exhales. Okay, so if you need to take a break in any of these poses, just return to child's pose and take a breath. But otherwise, we're going to lift the right leg up. We're going to stretch through the heel, keep everything nice and aligned, lifting through the armpits. Then we're going to open up the hips to the right hand side and drive that heel past the hips. So we're getting a nice stretch all along the right hand side of the abdominals, right through the hip. So we're stretching right through the knee all the way to the fingers. Keep the shoulders nice and wide. So we're going to bring the hips back, straighten the leg up. Again, return the leg back down. Again, if you need to rest in child's pose, rest in child's pose, rest your arms, rest your wrists, do what you got to do. But again, stay in time with the video. So we're going to press back. We're going to inhale, lift that left leg up, drive through the heel. Try to keep everything nice and aligned and lengthen through the shoulders. So we're going to inhale, we're going to exhale, open up the hips, drive that heel away from you towards the wall. Get a nice stretch through the hip flexors. Still pressing through the fingers, pressing through the knuckles, reaching through the armpits. Neck's nice and loose. We're not all hunched up here. We're going to inhale, exhale, come back, press through the heel, release the leg down. Again, come back down. We're going to inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale. Come to child's pose. And you can bring the arms back here if you need to, just to release the shoulders, rotate the wrists. Do what you got to do. Move the fingers. Just reconnect to your breath now. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, so we're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to curl the spine up. Right, nice and slowly. Okay, thank you. You can always use a blanket if you need to. Being comfortable throughout this movement is going to benefit you more than just forcing yourself through this and thinking, yes, I'm getting a stretch, yeah. Remember, please support me. Give me a double tap. See you again next week. Peace.